welcome to workshop on controlling the chaos. I have here with me Vicki Kangas. My name is Christina Kraus. We work full-time for Children Are Important. And so we have this book here that Vicki wrote called Controlling the Chaos. Here's the Spanish and here's the English. So share with us, Vicki, for starting, what made you want to write this booklet?
Because when I started teaching, I wished I had had a book like this to help me. And my classroom was full of chaos, and I needed help. And I'm just going to assume that I wasn't the only one in the world like that.
Yes. In fact, I've been to several classes where I could see the children running around, talking a lot. And I've been in other classes where they were quiet, but they were very bored. They were just sitting there in rows and treating it like an official class, but at the same time, they weren't learning much because they were just bored.
And this is for eternity. This is so important. And we only have an hour with them, so we don't want to have teachers burned out because the classroom was so full of chaos that it was not fun. And they didn't feel like they were making a change for all eternity. They weren't changing the children. They weren't having an effect they weren't fulfilling their calling by God to be teachers.
Yes. So here I see up here on our notes, we've got a hi from India, from Suki Kangas. And also Flor Boldo says, hello, Sister Vicki. Very nice.
Hi, Flor and Suki. It's good to see you.
Thank you for joining us. So, okay, so we're looking at controlling the chaos. Now, Vicki Kangas, you're actually a teacher in the public schools.
Yes,
and right
retired at the moment.
Yes, you don't have a class at this time, but you did study
Yes.
and have your degree in teaching.
Yes.
So that's where she's coming from. And there's lots of ideas that public school teachers use that we can use for our Sunday school classes. So we want to take all these ideas that we can get from Vicki today, this morning here in Mexico, but evening for some of you, and apply them to church, apply them to our Sunday school classes or our VBS. Okay, let's dive in, Vicki. Controlling the chaos.
Yes.
What are some points that you can share with us? Oh, let me mention really fast. Also, after this video, we're going to put the link for this book in the video so that you can download this book for free and print it off. So this is available for you. As soon as we finish this video, we'll put the link. And this is written by Vicki. Okay, Vicki, share us something from your book.
The number one most important point that you can avoid all chaos by preventing it by your being prepared as a teacher. That you know your lessons so well that you aren't going to be distracted by what am I going to do next, what am I going to do next. You're going to be tuned into the children.
Okay, so one of the things at the beginning I noticed in your book mentions prevention as far as how to keep chaos from entering your class. What can you share with us about prevention?
Well, one thing is that you need to have rules that the children understand what you mean by each rule, and that you review them every lesson, and on the first day you teach them. And so we have prepared some charts that you can download. Do you think everybody heard about downloading the book?
Go ahead and mention it again.
When the video's over, we can put the book up so that you can download the book. It's currently it's in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. And you can read more in a lot more detail what all is in there. But one of the things that makes your classroom full of peace is that everybody understands what the rules are. So in the book you're going to find rules for preschool and rules for older kids, charts that you can download and hang on your wall like these. And when you teach them, for instance, you teach the preschoolers with just pictures what this means. It means eyes on the speaker, and they have listening ears. There's an ear from a potato head game. You can bring in a potato head game and just hold up the parts. What do they mean? It means that you keep your hands to yourself, that your mouth is quiet unless it's your turn to speak, and your feet do not run around the classroom. Your feet are still. And with those rules, you just teach them and you review them each day, and the kids appreciate the peace in the classroom. They appreciate that the other children won't be allowed to break those rules.
Very good. So rules is an important part of prevention.
Yes. Another part of prevention is that the teacher is totally prepared. You don't have to ever turn your back on the students and ignore them while you're opening a package of crackers. Open it first. Have your snack ready. Have your crafts ready. Have your pencils ready. And memorize your lesson. Have yourself ready so that you know the important point you want to get across, even if the time is short. You know what the main part is, and you don't go rabbit trailing off into the distance on something that won't change anybody's life. And you keep in track of the age of your students and how long their attention span is. You do not want to go into a half-hour sermon that they're going to be bored and tune out and start to entertain themselves with their neighbors and start playing, you know. So you want to be completely prepared, and that's a prevention, so that you will get your class moving along and the kids will be having fun and they won't be bored, and they will be so excited that they will be inviting their friends and their neighbors to come to church with them.
Nice. Very good. So another thing I noticed here in your booklet on prevention was a schedule.
Yes.
I thought that was pretty important. The idea that you have a schedule on the wall helps the kids. So how does that work?
Well, I found that putting up a schedule helps different types of children. There are some children who are very, very active, and they have trouble sitting still and paying attention. And when they know that the lesson's going to be over in 3 or 4 minutes, and then they get to do a craft, then they have a lot better ability to sit still. And the really brilliant ones who already know where you're going to say, they've been in church before, they also can follow along with the schedule. You can assign one of those, you can write it up on a whiteboard board, a chalkboard, a piece of paper, and the kid, you can assign a helper from your group to go mark it off. And the kids will see that you have many things that are fun planned, and it will keep you on track, so you know that you're going too long and you got to move it along and get to the next thing. And the kids will know something really fun is coming. And if they mess up and make your lesson go too long because you have to stop and get them back in order and teach them the rule again, because they seem to have forgotten the rules, so you have to reteach it. And that makes the lesson go too long, and they might not have time to get to the snack at the end that they're looking forward to, or the special game, or the special celebration and rewards and certificates that you're going to pass out at the end. You might not have time if they don't cooperate along the way. So they see and they discipline each other.
Very good.
So you don't have to.
If you're just joining us, we're here with Vicki Kangas, and she's a professional teacher in the public schools, and is giving us some tips for how we can use control the chaos in our classes at church. So that's what we're doing here, and we'll have the link for the book after in the video here after we finish recording live. So just with the few minutes we have left, what do you say for if the prevention doesn't work and you actually have to discipline kids? What do you suggest?
I suggest that you download the book and go through the steps, so that the first step is simply a warning. They have forgotten, they've gotten too excited, and they have forgotten. So warn them about the rule that they're breaking. You might That might be just all the warning you need. Or your ears or your eyes, whatever rule they're breaking. The next step, when they break that, you want to give them a timeout chair. Or change the seating first. First, change the seating so that where they're sitting next to someone, it appears that Johnny is the problem, but it's really Jose sitting next to him that's upsetting Johnny. And your attention is on Johnny, who is getting upset at Jose. So spread them apart and put Maria in between. And you'll solve the problem just like that, and you won't have to stop your lesson. You can just keep on while you just move them.
Okay, so we have a signal for a warning, and then we have change the seating.
Yes.
If those don't work, now what do you do?
That's when the timeout chair, so that they're still in the room and they get a chance to regain self-control on themselves, and they can see from your schedule that fun things are coming, and as soon as they have control, just a minute or two in the chair is all you need. They can regroup with everybody else, and they'll still be there for the craft that's coming up or the game time.
Very good. So, okay, so signal, then change the seating, then the timeout chair. Okay, so what if those don't work?
That's when you want to have a helper that you have their phone number on your phone, and you can send them a text message that fast to come and help remove a student from the group. What you have to say is so important. Cannot allow one student to cause the whole class to miss out on the lesson. So at that point, it's time to have a helper come and show up and take the student back to join his parents, or to remove him and have a chat with him and find out what's going on. Why is he feeling like this, and why is he acting like this? Because you need to love on him and listen to him and understand what you're doing wrong so that you can change, so that you can invite him next time to come in, or she can send you a little text message and say he needs to not be near Peter.
Okay, and then the last step, what do we do?
You need a conference with the parents. A student that is misbehaving in your class is also misbehaving at home and at school. And the parents can give you some tips of what is working at school or what is working for them at home. And you can even arrange with the parents that if the student has a great day at Sunday school, he's going to have a reward at home.
Ooh.
And if he has a horrible day at Sunday school, maybe he won't have screen time. So that you are connected with the parents, and the parents see how much you love their kid, because that endears you to their heart, and you're on the same team. And that's what you want to achieve.
Very good. Okay, so if anybody has any questions for Vicki Kangas, you're welcome to post them up here as we are live right now in Facebook. Also, Vicki, we have here, Suki Kangas said, ooh, great idea.
I wonder which of the ideas. The book is full of ideas.
Yeah, so we've got lots of ideas here. Go ahead and as soon as we finish here, we'll put it up so you can download it and use the ideas. Also, we're going to post up these posters for rules that you can put in your classroom, and hopefully you can control the chaos and add lots of fun to your class.
And as the parents come in and see how great your class is, they will soon be your best volunteers. And your church will never have trouble getting people to volunteer to teach when they see how rewarding it is, and how you are making a difference for eternity in the lives of these kids. And when they become adults, they're going to be bringing their kids to Sunday school, and they're going to be attending church because it wasn't a negative experience in their memory.
Very good. Okay, well, thank you so much for being with us today, and thanks for sharing your book with us and ideas that'll help teachers. So we love to share these ideas with you and resources, so thank you, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for everyone who joined us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.